Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Doctor Who. Actually, I remember to put the stuff on the table this time. Not going to put it out in any fancy way, just put it on the table, because, I don't know. It's hard to do it on these videos, because, like, with the way the camera angle is for when it's just me, it's a little difficult. Anyway, last time around we had Lux, where basically the Doctor and Belinda ended up in Miami in the 1950s, and they encountered Mr. Ringading, who was actually Lux Imperator, one of the gods of the Pantheon, the god of light. And there were a bunch of cartoon hijinks and goofiness, but they eventually defeated Lux and went off to their next destination because, specifically, the Doctor, in order to get back to May of 2025, he has created this thing called the Vindicator, which will reel the TARDIS in one stop at a time. So, yeah. So we're off to wherever we're going to be reeled into next. Yes, that was the sentence. It was good. It was a good sentence. I got words. I got the best words. Anyway, but yeah, that is pretty much where we left off. Good episode. I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to seeing where we're going this episode. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. So why don't we just jump right into this episode of Doctor Who. Here we go.
We can't get home. And if the TARDIS isn't broken, then it means, what, planet Earth is broken? Or 2025 is broken? Have we been invaded? Or hit by a meteor? Or swatted by a giant moth?
Imagine a moth that big.
I don't want to.
I will meet your mum and dad. And I will make your dad laugh. And your mum can whistle at my behind. And I will sing. I will do the singing. That is a promise.
You can't promise.
What could mean? I can. I will. I do.
Damn. We just have to take it one step at a time.
Right.
Do we get to change our clothes?
Girl, you are beginning to enjoy this.
Well, take the happy parts.
Come on.
Oh god. Oh no, they're playing Toxic again? I say again as if they haven't done it for 20 years. Oh! Oh my god! Oh, good grief. Talk about jumping in. Oh, thank goodness we got these piddly little air things. Where is this? Whoa. Alright, that's pretty dope. Ah, I fucking love space. Okay, so this is awkward.
Which will take how long?
5 hours. So,
Okay.
we've got 5 hours. Can we breathe for 5 hours?
We can breathe in that suit for 5 months.
Oh, well that's good.
15 days ago, all contact was lost. Base went silent.
How many colonists?
35.
Alright, well, better go see what's going on. More missing people. It's more missing people, but it's a bit of a different thing from last episode. Just a hair.
Could something live underground?
Impossible. That radiation soaks through everything.
Well,
Down to the core.
unless something was born of this world.
Cold, lifeless, and dead.
You should
So-
stay suited. Oh, I'm just not loving the look, babes. I come in peace. It's not appropriate to call me babes. Okay,
This. Good grief.
They broke all the mirrors. Every single room, there's no mirrors.
That's suspicious. Is it vampires?
Right. Can you take me home?
Honey, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
You, do not move. Eyes on me at all times. Do you understand?
So that's convenient. You know, this is gonna sound stupid.
My name is Alice Bentley, and I just want to go home.
I don't know why I never thought of it, but couldn't the TARDIS translate all this?
I'm just a cook. I've been here for 12 months, and I cook for them, and that's all. It's not even cooking. I just open a backpack protein and add some salt. And that's what I do every single day.
That sounds like cooking to me, so.
Now I have to kill my best friend.
And now she can't sign. That's against the law.
Eh.
Well, we have different laws. But you're right. It should be the law.
It should, actually. Like.
They all went crazy. Was there noise? I guess? This mineshaft operation.
I don't know if you can ask her if there was a noise.
So we just abandoned our protocol, is that it, man?
She doesn't look like she could break the necks of half the crew.
You hope. Hope is irrelevant.
Okay.
Yeah, well, your fucking mouth is irrelevant, bitch.
Any sign of trouble, shoot to kill.
Ah, the military. Never change.
So what, this is the seed well, yeah?
This is where they first dropped the mercury lines and drilled down. Capable of hauling up 2 blades of carbon.
God, listen to those footsteps. Oh, I love those sound effects too.
Hello!
Don't fall down this one.
Planet Earth.
Never heard of him.
Stupid name for a planet. But the human race, you've heard of that.
Not on these parts.
But Earth is part of the Foundation right now, that's a fact.
Your tests are very strange.
Oh, okay. This is a future without the Earth. That's already set in. That it's gone.
Earth. The human race? What's that then?
Eh.
Never heard of it.
What? There was a thing.
What is it?
It's like a horror movie.
What happened?
Have you ever met any? Humans, I mean.
I never heard of you.
Has been restored.
What's that thing?
Magic. Can you find the last entry?
Good job.
Trunknator, does this doctor have authority over me?
Right now he does, yes.
Just do the thing.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Whoa! Why there? What
The-
happened?
What is it? What did she do?
No, she didn't do anything.
There's definitely something.
I'm
There's like a
stupid.
shadow attached to
There's
her.
nothing there. What?
Oh.
Nothing.
Did you see something?
No,
And what was that?
nothing.
So they're starting to see things, but they can't.
Empty room.
Ah.
I know what you're saying. And I've seen it before. This is how it started. This is how I ended up killing my friend before she killed me. There is absolutely nothing behind me. There's nothing there.
Right. Let's go report.
When you say carbon,
Carbon 46.
then the definition of that is?
Diamonds. This is a diamond mine. The entire surface of this planet was once made out of diamonds.
What?
Wait. Wait a minute.
What is this planet called?
6767.
The old name. 400,000 years ago, what was the planet called?
Wait just a second.
It was called Midnight.
What?
I've been here before.
Oh my gosh. We went back to midnight? Wait, what? Why would you do that? Okay, that's not good.
We saw what happened to the base. They all went mad. No! Hold on! Listen! Permission to override the orders of this civilian mob.
Permission not given.
You bitch, shut up.
Permission not given. Now listen.
We're
to
in a
the
tense
doctor.
situation.
There is something behind her. And if you go behind it, you die.
Okay, let's not do
There's a
that.
clock phase. You die at midnight.
Ow. Good grief.
Well, Doctor, you said you'd been here before. When was that?
A different life.
400,000 years ago.
Back when the world was made of diamonds. And I met something so vile.
Yeah, humanity. But also the monster.
You saw this 400,000 years ago. And you're listening to him.
He might have information.
then I'm declaring a red code.
Oh, you can't do that.
This is exactly what a red code is for. When the leader is incompetent.
Oh my god, this
Am I
bitch.
seconded? Am I seconded? Yes, sir.
Fucking bald guy. What, just one bald guy gives you permission to...
The red code stands. You will stand down, Shire Custodian, right now.
I think that we should all just calm down.
You will be silent or you will be shot.
This fucking bitch, he's scary. I don't know what he's doing.
We will examine it, and if necessary, we will destroy it. Trooper 2. Yes, sir. Do you volunteer to engage? Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, do not.
One more word! Either we disprove this story, or we meet the enemy. Prepare to engage.
Or you die. Like, it's... Tick, tock. And midnight! Oof! Good job, Cassio.
Pass Trooper 1. Alice, turn 180.
Oh my gosh! Just fucking... Problem solved. Alright, who's left? 5 of us? Cool.
The mission has failed. We retreat. I'm sorry. You're contaminated.
No. I don't.
I mean, what do we do?
I'm now addressing the thing behind Alice Finley. My old friend. You have waited 400,000 years.
So you died out there.
Who are you?
Because it makes sense that it couldn't actually die.
What was that?
Did it say something?
Oh.
Alice?
Hmm.
Maybe that's how you survived. You can't hear it.
Hmm.
It knows my name.
Hmm. Hmm. It knows too much.
I'll talk to the thing behind you. And behind that.
Oh,
What did you see?
there's another thing.
Way out. Alice Finley, get ready.
He's got a plan.
I am talking to that thing behind Alice Finley, you stone cold murderer. If the thing behind you always gets destroyed, what if the thing behind you is you? Shire.
Oh, that's why he destroyed the mirrors.
Right hand pipe vent.
Oh, he's gonna make a mirror.
Mercury.
Woo!
Run!
Let's get out of here! We did it!
You can't stop!
I want to see it.
Oh, you fucking curious bastard. Never mind. Okay, let's go.
Trooper 7 and 9.
Is it a dinosaur?
You don't think?
He's here.
Oh, it's taking root behind one of you.
It really isn't me. It really isn't.
I don't think it's me.
Oh, great.
You can walk the universe on my back. If you just set her free.
I didn't even think about this is just a JoJo episode. It's a poor time to be referencing JoJo.
The fist shot fired 3 millimeters above the superior vena cava of the heart could mean death, or it could mean the narrowest of survival.
No.
Oh, you just gonna shoot her?
All you need is a very good shot.
Oh my god. Just gonna shoot her to hope she survives.
But it'll go to you. This is my job.
Oh, she's gonna sacrifice herself. Oof!
Ironic. across the galaxy with one aim: to do my duty, to help, to protect,
Oh,
to bring hope.
drag it back down the well. Oh. It's a fucking hero.
It's okay.
Back to the TARDIS.
I've got you. I've got you, Belle.
You don't got a bed that she could lay
It's
in?
fine.
And Shia.
I'm sorry. I couldn't. I tried.
She's a hero. It's just like what happened back in the
Did
day.
it work?
And Cassio. He tried his best.
He was a...
The doctor gave orders to
Eh.
follow his advice.
He
Use the site
followed his
never to
training.
return.
And this doctor, what do we know about him?
Well, we thought he was sent by you. He's got this sort of cargo on the ship, a big, tall, blue box.
Well, she's really getting around now.
What?
Nothing.
Don't... Oh, no.
What is it?
Oh, dang it. God. Oh, I hate their next time previews. Why do they have to do this? They just don't care. You just skip to the credits. Oh, well, fuck it. I'll cut out what I just said. Oh, Jiminy Christmas, man. Midnight? They brought back Midnight. You know, the funny thing is, I have not yet rewatched Midnight. Obviously, we're getting there with the modern Doctor Who reactions. I'm probably gonna have a more positive outlook on it than I did last time. But man. I mean, freaking Cassio's kind of par for the course with people on Midnight. What I have seen since we watched Midnight was Merlin. And Merlin was in that episode. So. I miss Merlin. That was such a goofy show. It was so great. That was pretty good. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even remember that RTD wrote Midnight. I'm assuming the other writer on this also wrote that, maybe? Midnight Doctor Who. That is just written by Russell T Davies. So it's interesting that this has another writer on it. So, boy, oh boy. It's also interesting because it's like, okay, this episode is interesting because the monster, they imply that it's the same monster, but it acts like the way that it acts, basically, like the way that it exists is different from how it existed in Midnight, Because in Midnight, it clawed at the thing, and then it came in, and then it possessed the woman, eventually going and possessing the Doctor. And that was the whole thing of, like, it kept repeating until eventually it started saying the words before the Doctor. So, then they were going to throw him out. So mechanically, it's well, not completely different, but it's very different from what it was in Midnight. Granted, 400,000 years later, I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense that stuff is a little different. So yeah. But what an interesting return. The funny thing? The funny thing is, the other day, I guess 2 days ago, probably on Saturday, maybe it was even yesterday. I'm recording this on Monday, by the way. I know these go out on, like, Friday, but I record these on Monday. And I did see a video on the official Doctor Who YouTube channel. I'm not subscribed to the Doctor Who YouTube channel, but I was watching a couple clips, so YouTube was starting to recommend me clips, and they recommended a video called Return to Midnight, and it was like just uploaded like a couple hours before I had seen it. But the thumbnail was just David Tennant from that episode. So I remember seeing that, I was like, Return. And I was like, that's weird. And then I just moved, like, I clocked that it said Return to Midnight, but it just didn't click in my head what that could mean. So then, once this episode started going, and it's like, wait a minute, what is this place? What did they use to mine and stuff like that? And it's like, and then it just started, like, that all, like, clicked in my head at that point. I was like, wait, are we back at midnight? Sure enough. Boy, I will say, maybe one thing about the new RTD era, and this is a very minor point, but boy, I feel like he retreads a lot of his stuff, Now, granted, there's some stuff, like he mentioned the Moffat companions in the Toymaker episode, he mentioned the Flux and stuff, but, like, I don't know, something about it, maybe it's just because we had David Tennant come back for the anniversary specials. I guess, is that pretty much it? I mean, you could technically say the Pantheon, but the Pantheon was more established in the Sarah Jane Adventures, but the Doctor was a part of that in one episode with the Trickster. So, I don't know. It just seems interesting to make this a sequel episode to Midnight. That years and years later, we're going back to Midnight to have another adventure there. But it was good. It was good, properly creepy. Like, I love the atmosphere of this whole episode, Especially coming straight off of Lux, which was, the goofy rubber hose, Mr. Ring-a-Ding, voiced by Alan Cumming, and it's all like goofy and stuff. Going from that to this is such a drastic contrast that I kind of love it. What was the episode before Midnight? See, I don't remember because we only just started season 4 in our watch along. So, Midnight was preceded by Force of the Dead. Yeah. Oof, that was actually like a rough string of 3 episodes. Not as in rough of like, oh geez, these suck. Like, no, it's not that, obviously. Like, just a string of those 3 episodes where it's like, whoo boy, those could be tough, Those can be tough and dark, I will be so curious when we watch Midnight, because if you remember, which it depends on how many of you have stuck around, although I'm sure that's a lot of you. I think a lot of you have been around. A lot of you guys down in the comments have been around since I've been doing Doctor Who videos. But if you remember, I did not have a very favorable review of Midnight, and I only like half stand by that. Not as in I stand by that it's a bad episode. I don't think it is. But it's just the human characters in that, and for a purpose, they are miserable to watch, And the thing is, I think when we watch it, when Dad and I are going to watch it coming up, the thing is, I think it's only going to technically get worse, because now I'm going to be like, fucking these people. These people are terrible, because now I see more of that in our world, 2019, no, it's like, what was the episode? There was some episode where we watched it, and I was like, back when I watched it originally, I can't remember what episode that was, but back when I watched it originally, didn't think too much about it. Nowadays, oh boy. Just the difference of 2019 versus 2025, just like, it's so crazy. But I think I will appreciate and enjoy, like, I will definitely say Midnight is a good episode, but it is probably still going to be rough to watch when we get to that. But that's later down the line. And honestly, because, with this episode, it's like, it's almost the same thing with Cassio. Because Cassio, I'm kind of doing the exact same thing that I did, where I'm just like, I hate this guy. This guy sucks. But at the same time, it's like, he's doing exactly what they did last time. He's doing exactly what they did last time. Where there's this entity that's causing this trouble, and it's causing, it's bringing out the worst in people, and that's exactly what happened with Cassio, where he just defaulted to military protocol. We'll follow protocol by the book, this is how it'll be done, and it got 5 people killed. So whereas Shia was, doing things by the book, but she was also very cautious about stuff, because it was a very strange situation. And while she probably didn't fully trust the doctor, she was still looking at it like, I mean, he knows something, if I gotta sort of take my chances on this guy, So that's the thing. Is Cassio is basically doing the same thing. It is so interesting, too, just the fact that, like, the contrast of, and it's, it's 400,000 years later, but the contrast of episodes, because while a lot of the similar stuff takes place, just the setting itself is so different, where here, it's this, broken down, disused mining facility now, this ravished mining facility on this dead planet, versus the last time we were here, where, Donna was at a spa while the doctor went on a neat little adventure, It turned out that it was not so neat, Oh god, that I'm gonna be so curious to rewatch that too, because one thing too about that episode is just like, man, if Donna was there, those bitches would have been getting slapped left and right. But that's the point. That's why that episode works. The only reason that episode works so well and gets to such a dire point is because Donna's not there. Donna's not there to give these people this, connection to the doctor, to put a little trust in him. So, boy, oh boy. I do like that they didn't show the creature. Like, they kind of showed, like, an appendage, but, like, not really. It was very blurry and very dark, so I'm glad we never really got to see it. Because that's good. It's just this, like, little bit of shadow, So, that's good. I like that. Because it is one of those things where, Midnight was such a good one-off story of just, like, oh, what the hell was that thing, But it's just, like, there is a part of me that's like, let's not bring it back, let's just leave that be. But it works on sequel, because honestly I feel like we learned pretty much nothing else about it other than it cannot look at its own reflection. But that's about it. But that didn't really even factor into the last episode it appeared in, So yeah, it's like I don't know, it just doesn't really, like, it's like we learned nothing more about it. And, they have that little tease at the end of, like, oh, maybe it did get out and stuff, but it's like, I hope now it doesn't come back. I mean, I don't want it to come back in a major way. Like, doing this, I think, worked, but I don't know, I don't want to push it, so... Yeah, it's like, I don't want to push it to where, like, now it shows up and it's a big deal and, like, oh, we have to have, like, a big thing about it. Speaking of, Mrs. Flood. Just do the thing already, for goodness sake. So now Mrs. Flood is the Susan Triad, because that was the thing last season, was that she kept appearing in every episode. But that was, like, Sutek following Ruby. But what is Mrs. Flood? Now Mrs. Flood is appearing in every episode. She's now gone past the, she's just the old lady down the street who keeps being weird and looking at the camera. she was in the last episode in the 50s, now she's here in 500,000. Like, it's just like, what are we doing? What are we doing with Mrs. Flood? You've kept this up, and it's just like, I have, like, almost zero interest in whatever Mrs. Flood is. Just say it already and let's move on. The better mystery of this episode is, what did happen to the Earth? You know? I guess that could also be a thing of, like, with this whole thing of, well, the Earth is gone. The Earth was destroyed in 2025. It wiped out the human race, and now all of the future is showing a time without the Earth. If that's the case, then it's entirely possible that, we're not going to have, like, that the monster is not going to come back. It's in this timeline, basically. But I don't know. What did it whisper to the Doctor? I guess that's another question, though, is what did it whisper to the Doctor? Because when he said, it knows my name, does that mean it knows your name? Or your name? Does it know that you are called the Doctor? Or does it know what your actual Gallifreyan name is? Or does it know what your timeless child name is? There's 2 names now, by the way. There's something I feel like I didn't even process, that the Doctor now has another hidden name from him, you know? Because, like, the Doctor hides his name, his Gallifreyan name. But then there's the name that the timeless child had, which is different, and he doesn't know that one, so that one's just hidden from him. So, it's best not to think about things. And then we had Shia sacrificing herself to get rid of the monster, which was good. I mean, it echoes the, what was it? The flight attendant, basically, or the whatever attendant that sacrificed herself to kill the monster in Midnight, which is interesting, you know? I don't know. It's you know, the funny thing, too? I love whenever they get to flash back to stuff like that, because you just so instantly see the difference in camera quality. Like, seeing David Tennant from that episode and, like, the woman that was possessed and stuff, and then you go back to this, like, incredible 4K high definition stuff. You can see every tear that comes down that man's face, you know? I don't know. It's just kind of funny, just the difference in quality, which, I mean, that just happens, you know? Like, we had this nice progression of camera quality over these last 20 years, which, good lord, it has been 20 years this year, I believe, since Doctor Who came back. Good grief. Jeez, 20 years. 20 years ago, so I was 7, and I was not watching Doctor Who. You know, I didn't watch Doctor Who until, what was it, 2018? So I was 21. Not even, because it was February of 2018. I didn't have my 21st birthday yet, so I was 20. Now I'm 27. I'm about to turn 28 this year, so. But anyway. But yeah, very, you know, I must say, because last episode we talked about, like, how traumatizing, you know, it is, like, how traumatizing that adventure was for Belinda. And it's like, and then we have this episode, which wasn't even traumatizing for Donna, because Donna wasn't there. It was traumatizing for the Doctor, sure, but Donna wasn't even there. Like, now, it's like, oh yes, now the companion gets to deal with Midnight, like, oh boy, thank you. Thank you for that. But yeah, definitely a good episode, a good callback, you know? It is one of those things, it's kind of like with Donna, where it's like, oh, well, we brought back Donna and, you know, undid the whole tragic ending and stuff like that, and it's like, yeah, but it was like 15 years later. I think we were allowed to do that by this point, you know? It's like, it's fine. We already dealt with that a long time ago. I feel like now it's just like, this was a good time to bring back Midnight, you know? This was a good time to bring it back. Like, it's been so long since that last episode that it's like, this worked. But I don't want to see it again. Like, it just... It was a good callback, but I don't ever want to see this again. It would be the same of, like, I don't know if I would want to go back to the library, you know? Or something like that. I don't know. Can we get another episode with Caecilius? We just recorded the Fires of Pompeii the other day. So can we get a new episode where we go to Rome and we find Caecilius and the family again? That'd be hilarious. For multiple reasons, so... I don't know, make a legacy sequel to that. But this was good. This was good. Also, just the fact that it's like, you know, it still kind of works even if you don't know the original Midnight. Like there's almost a part of me that's like, when it's this big reveal that it is, you know, Midnight again, which also we're gonna have to deduct points from the, oh well, you can just start here. If someone was starting Doctor Who, you could just start here. It's like, no, you cannot start on Shurigawa because they keep referencing so much from the past, you know? Like, it just... If you are ever showing someone Doctor Who, always start at Christopher Eccleston. There's just no other way to do it, you know? Maybe you can get away with Matt Smith, but always start at Christopher Eccleston. Anyway. But yeah, it's just like... There's almost a part of me that wishes they like said it. It's like the Doctor knows this place, but the fact that they have the flashback does make it sort of, you know, less new person friendly, I guess. But at the same time, I don't know. See, because it is a bit different now, where it's like, if someone wanted to get into Doctor Who, they probably would just start with Christopher Eccleston. I mean, that's how I did it. I didn't just start from Jodie Whittaker and move on from there. You know, I started at Christopher Eccleston, but I don't know. Because in this day of streaming, you know, all those old episodes are on the BBC iPlayer or HBO Max, and the new episodes are here on Disney Plus. It's like, in this age of streaming, like, I don't know. I feel like if someone wants to get into Doctor Who, do you really need to start here? Or, you know, would you just be like, okay, I'll just go back. You know, this version of the show has been running for 20 years, so I'll just go back and start from there, you know? I don't think anyone's going to start from an unearthly child anymore, but it would be fascinating. It would be fascinating. Dad kind of did, though. Granted, he started from an unearthly child originally when it aired, so... Man. But yeah, good episode. Very, very good episode. I really enjoyed it. A good sequel to Midnight that I just was not expecting. I was not expecting this to be a Midnight sequel. You know the thing, because it's so interesting, because I'm sure you guys watched the trailer for this season. I did not. I don't watch the trailers for Doctor Who anymore, just because I don't want to know anything. Like, I'd rather just go into the episodes, you know? Like, I didn't watch any of the trailers, you know, before I watched all the seasons, so it's just like, no, I don't watch the trailers. But, you know, you guys, I think at the very least they showed Lux in the trailers, so, and I thought I heard something about, like, oh, is Alan Cummings going to be playing, you know, this kind of character? I didn't really clock it, you know? I didn't really process that he would be this, like, you know, they would Roger Rabbit it and put an actual cartoon in the live action and do all these goofy things. Like, I didn't clock any of that, and I didn't see it in the trailer, so. And that's also why I don't watch the next times, because I don't want to know. Now I know something about next episode, unfortunately, so, because I just wasn't fast enough to click away from it, so. I don't know. I just don't care enough to watch the trailers. Like, I'm just going to watch the episodes and be surprised as I go, so. But yeah, really, really good episode, and I'm very curious to see where we're going next time. Hey, this has been a great season so far, so let's keep this up through the end. I'm really enjoying this season, so that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Doctor Who reactions, as well as another playlist for every Doctor Who reaction that's actually on the channel. It's a pretty big playlist. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.